because governments do not generate revenue. They do not create wealth. They only take it away. So the wealth creation comes from mostly small businesses, and we need to have a climate that will encourage those businesses. That's the way we get jobs.
I have a small business question for you. Mary Lou's Coffee, I don't know if you've heard of this. This is a local regional chain in Massachusetts, and the federal government right now is investigating them. It's the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. They hire somewhat younger girls, probably in their teens to late 20s, who are generally like the cheerleader types, very nice girls, intelligent, good customer service. Mary Lou's Coffee is very popular on the South Shore of Massachusetts. And the federal government seems to be trying to shut them down because of their hiring practices. They're investigating them. It's hit the media locally. Would you, if there was a Gary Johnson administration in charge, would you pull back the federal government from harassing a smaller chain?
My goodness, of course. You know, I was talking earlier this morning to a friend. There are 3 ways that you can avoid poverty. If you abide by these 3 rules, you will not be in poverty. The first is graduate from high school, at least get a high school degree. Secondly, don't have children outside of marriage. And third, get a job, any job. That's the way you get on the road to prosperity. And if these small companies are hiring people, you know, I believe in child work laws too. I'm not saying we're going to go to sweatshops, but you get on the bottom rung of the economic ladder by getting a job, developing a work ethic, understanding the importance of a dollar and earning the extra dollar. That's where you start becoming an adult, you start becoming successful. And the government is impeding this. Let me tell you something hugely that is our government causing our stagnation. We all know, or at least we should by now, that this whole housing crisis was caused by government, was caused by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, because the banks would make stupid loans transparently in which the borrowers couldn't pay it back, but as long as the federal government was insuring them, they could go forward in doing it, and that's caused these problems, plus a lack of oversight from the Securities Exchange Commission, etc. But now, what we need is, in order to get our prosperity back, we need to have an economy that's stimulated. And how you do that is you find people with good business plans that are economically viable, and then you loan them money. Well, I talked to a bank manager just about 3 weeks ago, and she said, you know, I don't want your money, because if we get money, it costs us money, and we can't loan it out, so I don't want to take in money. And then she said something all of your listeners need to listen to and understand. 30% of my employees do nothing but attempt to comply with government regulations.
Yep.
And we can't loan money because the government regulations are strangling us.
Oh, yeah.
So now the federal government is standing in the way of receiving our prosperity back.
Yep.
Governor Gary Johnson, as president, and I will, in fact, we need some regulations, but we'll cut them back, make them understandable, have many, many fewer regulators, because that's a stranglehold as well. We will bring prosperity back by doing that. And
Absolutely.
Of course, we have other approaches as well. I don't know how much time you have, but we can talk about lots of them.
I could say my real-life experience, 100%. I was a financial advisor, licensed 4 different licenses for like 10 years. When I worked for the big companies, they took care of all that. When I went independent, about 30 to 40% of my time was based on exactly what you said, trying to deal with the regulations and the paperwork and the tests and the this and the that, and it just never ended. And I was a little guy, and I never did anything wrong. It was it put me out of business. It really did.
Well, let me tell you, the George W. Bush administration, when they went out of office in 8 years, we had 200,000 more regulators being paid by the federal government than we did when he started. And now Obama, as I understand it, administration has broken that record just in 4 years. You know, yes, we need antitrust laws, and yes, we need OSHA safety in the marketplace. I mean, we need those things, but we just overdo it so much. And then, like you say, if you have a regulator, a bureaucrat, they have to justify their own existence. They have to find something wrong. They have to show that they're doing something. And so they stifle business. And we get into the ADA, when I got that in the court system. You know, I was a judge for 25 years, and the Americans with Disabilities Act. If your poster warning people about various violations was, you know, a quarter-inch too low, or your entryway was a little bit small, or whatever, you know, we're just strangling ourselves with all of these picky little things. We've got to get back to what works, which is private enterprise, people earning money and being responsible for their actions. Right. And the Governor Johnson administration and Judge Jim Gray, we will do that. GGJ and JJG will come to the rescue.
I like that. Love it.